Good afternoon. I'm Ian. I'll be doing my reflection of the PC now. So I'll be sharing the first part, which is the highlights of learning. The first highlight will be the people that I've met. I've met people who are extremely passionate about first aid, extremely passionate about food drill, and people whose calls have closed, but they still remain passionate and they love the brigade so much they want to come back to help. And I think this passion really struck me, and I want to emulate them for how they love the brigade. The second highlight would be the bonding activities. For example, the Lost in St. John Island, the Lost in the Moon activity, etc. etc. I think these activities, they serve a purpose and they convey a message, which I really love, and they really make me bond with my teammates, which is a highlight. And the third highlight I would say is the external talks. Prof. Lo, Prof. Go, Mr. Terrence, they all came in to share about their lives, share about their experiences, and share about their lessons. I think this is something that I do not get on a daily basis, and I learned a lot from them, which I will share later. So I think these are the highlights I want to share. Well, without sharing the three main takeaways, the first takeaway is why do I want to be an officer? So I was previously against officership simply because I thought that being an officer would be very tough, given how my officers in calls have been. They were very stressed, tired, etc. And I wanted to be not like that. I wanted to have more freedom. I wanted to have less obligations. And that's why I didn't want to be an officer. However, I thought for a while and realized that, in fact, 5 years later, how am I going to progress from being a cadet member? If I want to do more for my cadets, what can I do? And my answer was to become an officer. Because I can change the culture, I can change the way the corps is acting, I can change how officers are treated. So if I want to do more for the corps, then I should step up to be an officer. And another part of this is because of Prof. Lo and Prof. Go's dialogue that I learned a lot from. For example, if I can quote, he said something along the lines of, the best thing in life is to be able to stoop down and raise people up. And the second thing he said is that sometimes people don't follow projects, they follow leaders. And I think this really struck me to reflect on why I want to be an officer, because I want to help others, I want to be able to stoop down to raise others up. And that is why I really learned why I want to be an officer and have a strong reason why I want to be an officer. The second takeaway that I want to share is about service learning. Mr. Terrence really taught me a lot about service learning, especially he started with this hyphenation and capitalization issue, how we view service, how we view learning. In my few years of education, I realized that I have always been focusing on the service part. I wanted to do more for the community. I wanted to bring them money, I wanted to bring them service, etc. But I failed to realize the importance of learning how to be a better caregiver, learning how to better serve them, and learning why I want to serve. I think that it's really an important reason for service learning. And I think that really shocked me and made me think about what exactly is service learning. The last takeaway I will have is the skills I've learned. For example, facilitation skills. What? So what? Now what? Feedback skills. For example, how to identify data points, how to make impact statements, etc. Which I think is something that I didn't have, and I learned a lot from this. And the last part, which is another highlight, is that there is a solution to a core problem. That discussion on what problems are the cores are facing, and these are the problems that we face as well. So I think I can seek congruence in these issues and find solutions to them, which is the main takeaway I have. And in conclusion, I would like to say that OTC theory course is spent over 4 weeks. It changed me in some ways how I view things, how I speak, how I act. However, it does not teach me how to be a good officer 5 years down the road, because it only equips me with simple and basic skill sets that are deemed necessary. Because my experience in the next 3 years will count, and the mistakes made, the lessons learned, will shape me to become a better officer. And I would like to thank the OTC committee for making this possible and teaching me these basic skill sets. But I know that from now on, the road is mine to walk, and the onus is on me. Thank you.